a leading Brexiteer has come out fighting for Boris Johnson's controversial internal market bill, which he has claimed will not break international law but rather bring much-needed security to British businesses. Veteran Tory MP John Redwood defended the bill as a necessary piece of legislation, despite Northern Ireland Secretary Brandon Lewis admitting it would breach international law, in a stunning moment in the House of Commons. Mr. Redwood rejected claims the bill would damage the UK's standing on the international stage, insisting the proposed new legal framework, which risks overriding parts of the Withdrawal Agreement (WA), would strengthen the country's credibility. His claims come as businesses across the UK are navigating a road to recovery following months of closure due to the coronavirus pandemic, while also having to grapple with uncertainty caused by Brexit. In an interview with German radio Deutschlandfunk, Mr. Redwood explained why he voted for the bill, which would give ministers further powers with relation to the Northern Ireland Protocol. Mr. Redwood said, "I support it because it is a necessary piece of legislation to ensure that we can have our own internal market and customs union when powers are returned to us on January 1 of next year." He continued, "International law is not the same as criminal law. One can interpret it. I don't think we would violate international law at all. We are talking about an agreement between the United Kingdom and the European Union that is ambiguous and contradictory." He said passing the bill would be an act of common sense and bring security to the business world. When Mr. Lewis' assessment of the bill, that it would break international law in a very specific and limited way, was put to Mr. Redwood, he simply said, "He's not right." The European Union have also been quick to criticize the UK for its plans which risk breaching international law. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said, very concerned about announcements from the British government on its intentions to breach the withdrawal agreement. "This would break international law and undermines trust. Pacta sunt servanda equals the foundation of prosperous future relations." Mr. Redwood lashed out at all 5 living former prime ministers, including Theresa May and David Cameron, for condemning the legislation, saying they had used their positions to scupper the will of voters when it came to the country's dealings with the EU. He went on to dismiss the notion that Boris Johnson would somehow damage Britain's credibility if he pushed ahead with the bill, which Brussels has called on him to withdraw.